Start asking him. Steven doesn't be on here yet.
Okay.
Look at that.
So now we're live, I believe, on everything. And I don't know what the quality is going to be, but we're going to go with it anyway. And we are recording, so...
The more important thing is the audio.
I think the audio is the one thing that's working properly right now.
Good. I'm glad.
So we should be okay. And I'm going to turn the volume down on my tablet because they're watching the intro right now. But yeah, we're live now officially. And what should I do? I should do the intro because we've had some technical difficulties to say the least. But good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Subject Matter. I'm your host, Stephen Jenkins, here with your co-host, Mr. Jonathan Dayton. We are experts in absolutely nothing, here to give you our thoughts and opinions on all of it. So... that's about it. We have nothing until we get some questions in the comment section. Get them going. I know we have some in Facebook, I believe. So we're going to flip over to that and see if we can find some of them. And there's probably going to be some delays. So if you're on YouTube and there's a delay, check Facebook. If you're on Facebook, check YouTube. See if it's buffering over there. Regardless, we are recording it. So ask the questions. And at the very least, once we're done, it'll be posted and you can watch it on there. But I'm checking the comments here. It might still be... nope, it's not sideways on Facebook, which is good. So I don't see any comments.
Comments are down there and to your right, there, bud. Nope, click back where you were. And get down to the right-hand corner.
The three comments. There we go. See, I am techie. I know.
But you might have to wait till they pop up if you're looking at it like that.
Well, how about this? We'll just have Addie
read them.
Read the first question and tell us who it's from.
Okay. Nicole Davies. There's
Okay.
5 of them attached.
There's 5 questions attached.
The first question is, if you could disinvent one thing, what would it be?
Disinvent.
Like uncreate?
Yes.
Oh, man. That's,
Okay.
that's a very good question.
Huh. I don't know. Facebook. Gosh. Doesn't properly work when you try to do Facebook Live. That's what I'm saying. I'm kidding. Obviously. I don't know what I would disinvent. Definitely not my sparkling ice strawberry watermelon drink. Not a sponsor, but they could be.
I don't know. That's a very good question. I got to think on that one. What's question 2? I'll come back. I'm not going to not answer it. I will answer it. I just don't know what that is
They're
currently.
just going to get harder.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
If you were going to be on Dancing with the Stars, who would you want to be your partner,
Hmm.
and what song would you dance to for Guilty Pleasure Week?
I have no idea. Is it?
Okay.
I don't know any famous dancers. I do know.
No, wait. Does it have to be a famous person, though?
Ooh, good question.
No, I guess not.
I don't know, because I'd like to pick somebody who's like on my same level so that I don't look severely outclassed. I want to both look severely outclassed.
I'm going to go with Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
And what song would I dance to? I don't know. I don't know enough songs to pick and choose what song I dance to.
Before I continue, my mother, who is graciously volunteered to help, is very concerned with the YouTube stream right now. And I don't know that it's great, but I do know it doesn't have as much of a delay that she thinks it is. She accidentally rewound the YouTube stream, and I can see it from her phone that she's not actually live. She rewound it, and that's why she sees the big delay. And she keeps trying to signal me and being subtle about it, but I'm not a subtle person, so I'm just pointing it out now. That's the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we're good.
Jennifer Aniston, no song.
Okay, Jennifer Aniston, no song. So I would probably... someone who has done a lot of different things who you don't remember as a dancer. I think it'd be cool to get with... there's multiple people in this cast that do it, but the show The Flash. There's a lot of actors in there that do a lot of tap dancing and a lot of cool stuff. That whole cast just is really cool to watch. And I'd probably do one of them just so that, you know, we could have the background and tap that they have and then go for it. As far as a song, I have the song I've Had the Time of My Life in my head because that was playing earlier where I was for like an hour. But it probably wouldn't be that one. It would have to be one that isn't typically a dance song. Okay. Wait, no, this is for Guilty Pleasure Week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
For Guilty Pleasure Week, okay, probably something like All Star by Smash Mouth or What Does the Fox Say? Just something that is something that's a total meme.
Okay.
I think.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
And if we could, I'm gonna quickly, just looking at the stream here, I'm gonna quickly adjust the angle because nobody else cares, but I do. That we're not centered, and this is me. So we're just gonna. Yeah.
So to answer your question, what thing would I
Disinvent.
disinvent? The light bulb.
Okay.
For no other reason. And I had two thoughts in my head of how I was going to answer this. Answer one was going to be the light bulb.
Okay.
Answer two was going to be an automobile. Just to go back to simpler times with oil lamps and horse and buggy and bikes and.
Okay.
Not that I would want to live that way. However, I feel like that would be something that.
If I disinvent, and she can put this in the comments if she wants. It might take a second, but if I could disinvent something. Does that mean that I no longer have access to it myself? Because I would too disinvent the light bulb and then I'd invent it and make a whole lot of money.
That's a good idea.
So if I can't do that, then something that I don't think needs to exist at all is the Snuggie. The Snuggie's a backwards robe.
Yeah, that was fast.
Nothing
I
more.
had a Snuggie.
Nothing more.
Addie got a
It doesn't need to
Snuggie-ish
exist.
thing for Christmas this year. I also want to share a story about light bulbs, but I'm gonna wait because it's a longer story. But
Okay.
I
Well, how
love-
many comments do we currently have on Facebook and YouTube?
You have 1, 2. You got 3 more.
Okay, we're ready.
You got
I don't
3
know
more,
about
okay.
YouTube, but you have 3 more on
YouTube
Facebook.
doesn't appear to have anything right now. It
Oh.
also doesn't appear that we're continuing to stream on YouTube either. So we might have dropped off of YouTube. No, we just look all pixely and disgusting. So if you're on YouTube and you can still hear us, go to Facebook
That's
because
Steven's pet peeve.
it's better.
Anyways, go. I'm ready. Question
Okay.
3.
Question 3. If you were to pitch something, an idea on Shark Tank, what shark would you want to partner with? Ooh.
Mark Cuban.
Good question. I knew you were going to say Mark Cuban.
Well,
nothing
no.
against him,
Okay,
but-
hold on. Let me rephrase my answer here. I think that depending on the product, it would be how I depend on the shark. If it was something to do with real estate, Barbara Corcoran, real estate queen of New York by far. If it's something that's like tech innovation, it would have to be between Robert and it had to be between Mark, just because of their expertise in that space, and Robert, his international known, he's known internationally with some of the things that he works on. If it was something to do with like a kind of like a fad product, like a Snuggie, then it would have to be Lori because she's the QVC queen, and
Right.
that would be the best way to make revenue.
Scrub Daddy.
And
That's a good one.
it would like example of being Scrub Daddy. So it would have to depend on the product of who I'd want to go with. Kevin O'Leary, considering he just lost millions of dollars to the crypto FTX debacle. I'm not sure how much faith I have in Kevin at this current moment, but that's
Not
just
Mr.
me.
Wonderful.
I'm Mr. Wonderful.
Knowing very little about Shark Tank in general. I've watched a lot of Shark Tank. I don't
Okay.
know about their backgrounds or anything like that. I don't know. I've heard Mark Cuban talk, and there's a lot of things that I don't know. I'm not sure I fully think I'd go with Mark Cuban
He's very
for whatever
blunt.
reason.
He's very blunt.
Yeah, and I don't know.
He's also the wealthiest.
I respect you for being blunt, but sometimes there's a difference between speaking without thought and telling the truth.
Okay.
And yes, that is a quote that I got from a movie the other night. I'm not impressive. But I would probably go with Robert, just because he's always struck me as just very genuine in terms of watching the show. So from a purely emotional standpoint, just watching the show and seeing if I can get a read on a person, Robert. Because he seems fairly honest. And plus, like you said, you'd go with him too for the tech things like
His tech
that. You know what I mean?
background. His tech. Yeah, I would go with that. Okay.
So
Very good.
Okay.
Question 4.
If you could master one useless skill, what would it be?
Useless skill. The master.
But so this is like define useless, because like I've wanted to learn how to play the guitar really well for a while, but can you call that a useless skill?
I don't think any skill is useless.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I would say guitar, like just overall music or singing or something like that. I've always wanted to do that. Can you call that useless? I don't know. Whistling. I can't whistle.
You get whistle?
I can't whistle. Yeah, that's it. That's
The next
I've.
question says, please attempt to whistle.
Please attempt to whistle. Does it actually? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay.
I would say singing.
Singing. Okay.
Again, I don't think that's useless, but I think that singing in general would be a good skill to master.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
My
Any
number,
other question?
my number 2 pick was going to be driving.
We actually have more comments coming. So
Okay.
Good,
I'm
good,
ready.
good.
The next question and last one from Nicole Davies is, what's the craziest conspiracy you believe in?
Oh,
Craziest
man.
conspiracy.
We did the whole episode on conspiracy theories. I'm going to share this on my Facebook while we're sitting here.
Define
Talking.
conspiracy though, because sometimes truth is just unaccepted by the general public and therefore is a conspiracy. So as far as the craziest conspiracy theory that I believe, I don't know how crazy it is. I think that, I don't know if you can call this a conspiracy. I personally think that at some point in history, every myth and mythology came from somewhere, if that made sense. And like the way we have, and I want to be very careful with the way Addie's laughing. I want to be careful with the way that I speak because I don't know who's watching. But take, for instance, Santa Claus was a saint in the Catholic Church before he became this legendary figure of delivering presents and things like that. And realistically speaking, that idea has only been around for the last 100 or so years.
It's been around super long.
It hasn't been around for a while. So I say in the next 500 years, that could have fallen into like the same category as like the Greek gods or things like that. Okay. And so I would say that like Zeus and Thor and a whole bunch, I know those aren't the same mythology, but I would say that they probably existed at some point in history. Did you have something to say?
A question from YouTube.
Yes, I was going to say we do have a couple of comments on YouTube.
How did you miss National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
That is that is my lovely Aunt Rachel, who is highly insulted that we missed National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. She also commented on the video itself, and to address that here, we just forgot. Yeah, I meant to mention it. I think Connor did as well, but I meant to mention it and just bring it up as that's a fun one.
Which other movie that we failed to mention that we should have, but you've never watched it and I've never watched it either?
Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol or something like
that. Yeah,
I've never seen it. I've never seen it, so I'd certainly like to watch that. Christmas is over now, but maybe next year. I know, crazy for me to not continue Christmas a week after Christmas.
I was just gonna say, you not watch a Christmas movie after Christmas.
It's depressing.
It's been 3 days.
It's over. So,
okay.
yes.
Ready for the next?
Yes.
They're laughing at these questions.
All right.
What are 3 things you could buy at a grocery store to make the cashier give you weird looks?
Oh man.
You each have to give 3.
3 different items.
I'm gonna let you go first on this one because I have an idea and I'm gonna try to see if I can.
Any type of medical ointment or cream, specifically for a region of the body that's not your hands.
Your eyeballs.
Yeah, cream for your eyeballs. Item number 2. That's a hard question. You think of one, and I'll think of the other 2.
So
you can tag me back in a minute.
I'm thinking of it as a combined cart.
I thought that too, but
not
then
just
I'm
three
thinking
separate
3 separate items.
items.
I'm going 3 separate items.
You can go 3 separate items. I'm going the whole cart because you could do like just an obscene quantity of something. Like if you got a giant, like the biggest bag of dog food you possibly could.
Yeah, that's true.
They wouldn't necessarily look at you weird. But if you got 3 giant big things of dog food, they might look at you just a little bit funny. Same thing with like any sort of like party pack or giant thing. If you get like 3 of them at one time, they're going to be like, okay, I understand eating 1. Why do you need that many? The other thing that I was thinking too is if you got 3 things and it looked like you were going to make something with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you were going to, I don't know, because you can, if you're really clever, you can buy volatile things in the store. There's like a rule that you can't buy certain things altogether because of what you can make with them. So if the person at the cash register knows what those things are, and I don't know, Jacob Wilson would know what you could do with different substances, but that would be my answer to that question.
Other 2 items are going to be an obscene amount of Brussels sprouts. And, in the women's section, they're not pantyhose like in the box. There's those little tiny circle things with the little plastic balls for like 98 cents.
Okay.
Those.
Yeah.
Those 3 items.
Yeah.
Okay. Your next question.
Wait, one more. Sorry, I just thought of something. Buy something for all 3 stages of life. Buy baby diapers, baby wipes, and then Depends.
Okay,
I think that would get some weird looks.
That would throw some people off.
That would throw little people like, wait a minute, do they not know how big the child is? Or how small the adult is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Interesting question.
Next one from Elizabeth Jenkins. If you were suddenly arrested for no reason and your face was flashed all over the news, what would your family and friends assume you did?
Oh man.
Something dumb. Like some sort of law I didn't know was a law that I committed a crime against or something like that. Or arguing with a cop. I argue a lot.
I would say resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in order to get there, I would say that I did something stupid as well. And
Okay.
The cop was trying to arrest me, and I resisted that arrest. And therefore...
So stubbornness is our crime.
Yeah.
Pirating music for a live stream that I don't own. Which I didn't do for this.
Or assault. I don't know why my family would think assault, but I feel like they would think assault.
Just, yeah, I understand.
It
Yeah.
kind of goes with the
Addie agrees,
resisting arrest theme there. I can see that being a...
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're both hotheads, that's what we've determined.
Your mother's signing to us.
Remove the water bottle.
You can talk. Addie's talking, you can talk. This is the most the most casual thing we've ever done.
Water
so
bottle.
Thumps the microphone.
I understand.
It's gone.
Okay, the next question you don't have to answer as you've already answered it, but obviously someone is very heated, and it is about the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ah,
So that's also on Facebook.
who is it?
It's the same.
Is it the same person?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I was
She
gonna say.
hasn't answered on YouTube,
Yep.
so she went to Facebook.
So the next question by Colby Mallory.
Hi, Colby.
One person in your life that has to refer to you as Scrub Daddy every time they talk about you. Who would that be?
You.
Colby Mallory.
Colby. From now on, Colby. Actually, I'm gonna put you in my phone now as Scrub Daddy. Just because you said that.
Okay, the next question from Nicole Davies.
Oh, man.
If each finger could dispense a drink, what 5 drinks would you choose?
Mountain Dew. Iced tea. Water.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin water. Specifically the tropical punch flavor. And number 5 would be ginger ale because it's practical if I was nauseous and sick.
Okay. I would say water out of the thumb, very specifically. I don't know
Okay,
why,
out of the
but
thumb.
water out of the thumb.
Okay.
Probably Coke.
Coke.
You gotta have tea in there. I'm debating whether I want to do both sweet and unsweet tea because I do go back and forth between both.
True.
If I was only gonna choose one, it'd be unsweet tea because you can sweeten unsweet tea. You cannot unsweeten sweet tea.
Is this true?
So we'll just say unsweet tea for the sake of that, and then we will do probably. Honestly, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere in the last 7 years, I think it's discontinued. But since it's any drink, we're gonna go Mountain Dew Sangria Blast.
Okay.
It's one of those that they had to talk
remember
about
that.
for a while, and it was actually it is my favorite Mountain Dew flavor, even above Baja Blast. But they don't have it anymore.
Okay.
I almost went with Baja, but it is seasonal. They do come back out with it every once in a while. Sangria is one that I gotta go with, and then we'll go with I don't know, something. Maybe like a grape juice when I'm feeling like I want juice. Yeah.
A
grape
runner-up-
juice.
a runner-
Welch's grape juice.
A runner-up
specifically.
for me for number 6 would be coffee.
I thought about that. I don't drink enough coffee. Maybe hot chocolate, but
Yeah.
I think grape juice is what I'm going with.
Fair enough.
Questions are really flowing in now, guys. You
This
got a whole
is
list.
This is
good.
My
Good.
questions.
Good.
How do you feel about Tanya Harding?
Tanya Harding.
I don't know who that is.
Hold on.
I'm guessing that this
Hold on.
isn't the actual name.
It is.
Tom Hardy.
No, Tanya.
Tanya Harding.
You're too young.
Yeah, I have no
I-
idea.
we-
who that
we gotta
is.
look this up.
Google it. Google it.
Ask
Why
Oh,
does
the
he
American
like-
figure skater?
I'm guessing, sure.
Um,
You don't know what she
made history in 1991.
Who asked this, by the way?
A
This
triple
is
axle
designed
double toe
specifically
combination.
this specifically to embarrass us for not knowing who this is.
I'm gonna say that she. I don't know. There's apparently a whole story between her and Nancy Kerrigan. I have no opinion on her. It looks like she was a good ice skater, but I don't know what she did to. I don't know. Got her banned.
They
You
fall
decide.
back to the knees of Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Oh,
She was involved in
Well,
a
this got
conspiracy
real.
to knock her out of the Olympics.
bad. Ooh, conspiracy theories.
That's a power move.
Wow. We weren't even born in 1991
No, we were not.
or
And
93.
Neither was the person that asked that, from my understanding.
No, but she's not happy with you all.
I'm
It
so
now
sorry.
Says, did you not watch I, Tonya? Tanya?
Apparently, we did not watch that.
Did not. Did not watch it.
Okay.
Terrible.
We're sorry.
We'd love to have her on the podcast
We
though.
apologize.
So.
Next question from Rachel Beachy. Do you know how to use a rotary phone or a typewriter?
Yes, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would struggle to get used to the typewriter again, but I have used both.
Next question from Nicole Davies. How do you feel about Nick being bald?
I don't like it. He's my brother-in-law. I don't like it. I don't know what impulse that man had to shave his head bald. All of a sudden,
Okay.
I don't get it.
Well, Nick, I've never met you, but I support your decision. Come on the podcast and talk about it. We can turn off the light so it doesn't shine and
We wanted
clear the
Nick as a
glare.
guest on the podcast, and Nick's not allowed on the podcast until he grows some hair back. Or
When we're desperate for guests here in about the next month, we're going to be changing our tune on that.
Or
but-
wears a hat.
Okay.
Next question from Elizabeth Jenkins. Why do round pizzas come in square boxes?
No way. Just blew my mind. Because
Easier to
cardboard's easier to fold into a square. But if you want to get technical, it's so that people, it's actually the box that came first, because people who make a round pizza are cheating you out of pizza. If you get a square pizza, it fits technically more pizza into the box. So,
Yes, very true.
greed.
Very true.
Okay. Next question.
Question.
From Rachel Beachy. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I was about to say something about the chicken and the egg with the whole box or the pizza first. The chicken came first.
Yes, I have to agree.
Okay.
1 second. I'm going to go mention this. That's interesting that question was asked because I just dropped my cat, but that's fine. That was, I don't know why I even remember this. That was the first semi-meaningful conversation I ever had with you, was the chicken or the egg. It was almost 10 years ago to the month, oddly enough. We were at the karate studio chatting before an exam. And it was like 2 hours till the exam started, and we didn't have anything else to do. But we started just having some sort of random in-depth conversation, and I was like, what do you think? This is a classic. What do you think? Which came first, chicken or the egg? And I remember we both agreed chicken came first. Yep.
Very good.
Okay, these next questions are sent in from a viewer who cannot comment on Facebook. So these are from Kyler. Who doesn't have Facebook.
Okay.
So the
Kyler.
first question is only for Steven.
Why didn't I get the live stream up soon enough?
No, what is your beauty regimen, and if
Mm.
and how did you get so beautiful?
Well, my mother's right here, so that's 50% of it, and my dad's watching, so that's the other 50% of it. And that's about it. You know, just get up, wash your hair every day, and just, shave regularly. That, obviously I have a beard, but I mean, like, just trim it. Trim it, make it not like a neck beard. I try to avoid the neck beard. So.
Okay, the next question from Kyler is to
This is
Jonathan.
just Jonathan, okay.
What did you want for Christmas, and did you get it?
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't ask for a whole lot for Christmas, but I did have a list because I'd rather have practical items that I want, and plus family nags me until I give them a list. Asked for a gimbal, got a gimbal. Asked for some chainsaws for working around the house, got those.
Which I told you that I would
Trade me.
trade you the chainsaw for an opportunity to buy me a PS5,
You did tell me that.
and he declined.
I also asked for some stuff from my EMS jump bag, which I also received. Asked for a photo map, and I got 2, and I put one up in my house yesterday, and I put the other one in my office today, showing the states of where I'm at. One has pins on a magnet board, and the other one you put pictures of you in that state on the
Yeah.
frame. They've received that. So that's not all of what I got. I got Hey Dudes, I got clothes, I got gift cards and money, but that's what I asked for, and that's what I got.
Okay.
The next one is just a call out and does not need an answer, but it says, Steven, your movie quote is from Glass Onion.
It is. Now, who commented that?
Kyler.
Kyler? Yes, it was from Glass Onion.
Very good.
That time you were
Just
asked
saw
a
it
good question.
the other night. Highly recommend. Would love to talk about it on the podcast.
You got another already.
Okay,
Okay.
we're ready.
If you were put in charge of creating a brand new holiday, what would you name
Ooh.
it? How would it be celebrated? And what time of year would it be held?
Christmas 2 in January. Just kidding.
Oh man,
I might have to think about this one for a second.
I don't know what I'd call it, but I would tell you that it would be in fall, just because it's my favorite season. Even though there are other fall holidays, but there are other spring holidays too, in winter. How would it be celebrated? I think festivals of some sort.
Okay.
What would I call it? I don't know. I think it also would involve gift giving of some sort. Not like Christmas gift giving, but like skip that Easter basket gift giving, like small gift for your family. And that's all I got at the moment.
Okay.
Involve good food as well.
As all holidays usually do, for the
Yes.
most part.
Turkey and not ham.
I don't know, because I was thinking fall too. I'm thinking like early September. Labor Day is kind of already there.
Yeah.
Technically every time of year already has a holiday, but I wouldn't want to do something in the summer.
Mm-mm.
I would say either like early spring, which is technically Easter as well. Dang it.
I would make, like Oktoberfest and autumn, like these fall festivals.
Mm-hmm.
I would just make one of those, like that season of festivals, one of those days a designated holiday. During October, could be late September.
So the theme, I don't know where I would put this, but the theme would be something to do with like outer space.
Okay.
Like constellations, looking up the stars, not in like astrology, but the astrology people would have their time
That's cool.
at that around that
Yeah,
time.
that's cool.
But just like just the night sky, there would be maybe I don't know what people would do. It's like have like camp out parties, like look up at the sky, see how many like constellations. I don't know what all traditions they'd have. Something to do with space, just so that there's a holiday specifically themed around science fiction.
Okay.
And
Cool.
nothing more than that.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say maybe late spring, early fall for the time frame. So, if there are any more comments, no, yes,
Yes, Facebook has
Yep. Facebook.
Facebook has
That's one.
Mm.
Of all the goals you may have for the new year, which one do you wish most would happen?
Oh.
Mm. For the new year in general, I mean, like something next year that I want to do. Like this is our test run for the podcast live stream. I do want to make it like really good the next time, so that we don't have to be wondering why YouTube isn't working and things like that. So I would like to improve on that. Obviously, it seems to be going well right now. I would say for me personally, and I don't want to reveal what it is, but there is a personal project that I'm working on that can't happen till next year, actually, for various reasons. But and I want that to go well, I would say.
Personally, prioritization of my life. I don't know how to explain it other than just that. But then, in general, I think just overall good growth in all the activities that I'm doing.
That's good.
School, life, work, volunteerism of every other group that I'm a part of, just growth.
And
that,
you also have
including the podcast.
You'll also be taking on an official new role in February.
Yeah, Dad. That
Yeah.
would be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So, cool.
You actually have a couple more comments.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Alrighty.
I figured
Okay.
we did.
If an adult Kinder Egg was created,
And first of all, who asked the last question?
Steve Jenkins.
Oh, Dad.
correct Facebook. If an adult Kinder Egg was created, what would be inside instead of a toy?
Ooh.
Ooh. Money.
I was gonna say money.
I mean, money. Or something that's like
a
don't
random
know.
valued gift card to some place. It could be a $5 gift card to
Yeah.
Jim X, a $50 gift card to David Buster's, a random amount of gift cards. Just like those those candles where you burn them and you could possibly win money, or the soaps that you could possibly win cash.
Yeah.
I don't know, diamonds.
if it was money though, it would be like fancy. Like it would be like a $5 coin or something. I don't even know if those exist, but like
a
something
gold
like
coin or
that.
something.
Something like that. So it's not literally just like cash in an egg.
I agree.
Elizabeth Jenkins. If you pamper a cow and give it lots of stuff, will it produce spoiled milk?
Oh my. I hope she came up with that on her own, because that's funny.
I like that.
That's really funny.
Yes or no, people?
Repeat the question, because I got to process
If
it.
you
Pamper a cow and give it lots of
Yes,
stuff.
Yes, will it produce,
Will it produce
spoiled milk?
Spoiled
spoiled
milk.
milk? I am not a cowologist.
Cowologist?
No, I know nothing about cows. I'm not an expert in cow. I would say no. I would say it would produce slightly better than average milk.
I would also say no, just based on the biology of it coming out as regular, unpasteurized, unfiltered milk, which isn't spoiled. However, the cow itself would be spoiled. So.
Well, the cow itself, I mean, the meat when the cow dies is going to taste terrible because it's going to be like, I don't know, gross and...
So unspoiled milk from a spoiled cow. I don't know
but
the answer.
you
to that,
wouldn't want to
no.
eat the cow.
The answer for me is from Jonathan is no.
Okay. From Rachel Beachy. Speaking of goals, what goal does the subject matter have for 2023?
Well, kind of answered that already, but I would say for me, staying consistent, because we've been relatively, other than a couple weeks ago, we had to postpone an episode to Monday, we've been relatively consistent with every week, new episode. I'd say fairly decent quality of conversation and all that sort of stuff. So I would just say staying consistent.
I would say growth. We track the amount of views for each episode, and currently this is season 3, and we've grown each time, trending each time from season to season to season. So just season 4, continued growth.
I think more so subscribers, not necessarily the viewership, because every episode on average is 80 to 100 viewers, give or take it. But subscribers, I want to see that climb.
Well,
especially on YouTube.
As far as views and stuff, I don't know what you mean by subscribers. As far as views themselves go, I think season 3 was actually more successful.
Yes.
In terms of just like average number of viewers in season 2. Season 1 was iffy because it was like a high start. I think our first episode got over 100 views, and then I don't remember if we broke 100 after that. For like if you go back and look at season 1, all the episodes there have a fairly decent number of views, but that's over the course of the last almost 2 years now. Whereas the views for this season they started out high.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Season 3 kind of did a U too, though. It was like a U. It started out high,
yes,
and then dipped low, and then came back high at the end.
And then we had Tyler Davis on, and it went like, and then
Big bump up, but yeah.
And also the mom's episode is still our most successful episode.
Very high too. Which brings up, I guess, consistent topics that are interesting to people, as you can tell, just based upon the views of those episodes, that those episodes are interesting to people.
Which ones do better,
Good
right?
point. Yep.
Okay. Next question from Nicole Davies. What's a random celebrity prediction you have for 2023?
Reynolds Foil will officially sponsor Ryan Reynolds.
George Foreman will marry Blake Shelton, and Blake Lively will have a fight with Gwen Stefani.
Fair enough.
And Ryan Reynolds isn't in the picture because they're definitely not the same person. An actual answer to that question, I don't know. I hope that somebody makes fun of the Will Smith slap at the Oscars this year. And I hope it's all staged on purpose to, like, poke fun at it. I don't think that'd be a good idea, and I think people would be upset by it because they're making fun of something so serious, but I think it'd be hilarious, personally.
I would have to agree with you. I don't know a specific celebrity I'd want to see happen. I'm always a fan of underdogs, so I'm going more sports here, celebrities in sports. Somebody that I've watched multiple people this year, but some of the people that have come back after injury and people that are like new, they don't get any attention, signed some big contracts in the offseason.
Okay.
Rachel Beachy, what is the most famous person you have met?
Ooh.
Actually met.
I did meet Cal Ripken Jr. this year. He's pretty famous. He's
Okay.
in the Maryland scene. Met the governor several times this year.
That's probably good.
I gotta think on that one.
I don't know. I would say technically, I sang on stage with the Newsboys.
Newsboys.
So I met Michael Tate. That's the most impressive. I mean, because like I've gone to like see other famous people before, but that's the one that's like the biggest deal to me, I would say. If I'm missing anybody else, then I apologize. But
yeah.
By Rachel Beachy, if you were kidnapped, what is the one thing you could do to be so annoying they would bring you back?
Oh man.
I think either of us could just be ourselves, and
I would just be so persistently myself. I think that would annoy them enough.
I make, because Jonathan knows this, I don't do it as much around him and Addie as I do around my family. My mother knows this. I just randomly will make the most demented noises known to man. And 5 hours of hearing, meh, you will get rid of me or kill me.
So I'm going to poke fun at Steven just for a moment here.
Oh dear.
So we all know that Steven, and me too, so don't take, this is not just Steven, likes to be right. Like Steven, we can get kidnapped and he'd be like, dude, you're tying my hands the wrong way. Hey, dude, that door isn't shut off properly. You should shut that properly.
Gosh.
Hey, you missed that stop sign up there. You need to stop. He would some way turn the kidnapping against them and tell them that they're doing it completely wrong.
I would be the biggest kidnapped Karen ever. They would just get so fed up. And Yep.
It's apparently a funny question.
No new question.
Oh
No
no,
new
I've
question.
I've had 3 arguments
There's a new question.
with my mother over dumb things the last week, so she knows.
This is from Nicole Davies.
Okay.
Okay.
And I quote, "If you got unalived, which crime show would you want to cover your story?"
Ooh. Now crime is in like actual crime or like fictional.
I think
Story.
Fictional.
I'm gonna go with The Flash again because it's not technically a crime show, but they do solve a lot of crimes, so maybe that's cheating. But The Flash show, if they're solving my murder, then that means I died in a really cool way, like death by supervillain or something like that.
Nicole
So
says fiction. by the way.
okay, then I will say yes. That is what I'll go with. If it's not The Flash, like if it has to be an actual crime show, then I don't watch enough crime shows to know. But there was one that I saw at one point because I had to watch it for a class, and I don't remember what it was, but it was interesting.
Maybe.
I think it was like NCIS or something like
I
that.
feel like Nicole wants me to say like SVU, but you just mentioned the one that I want to be
Okay.
solved. I think original NCIS. I'm talking like original cast
Mm-hmm.
NCIS. Like back to season 1, I'd have to be in the Navy or the Marine Corps, but
The old version,
That
what
would
is
be-
it? Magnum PI? That was the one with Tom Selleck, right? Does that count? Would that count as a crime
Old
show?
one.
The old one that had
Old
Tom
one
Selleck.
had
right?
Tom Selleck.
Yes, that one.
Nicole said, I like the Flash. Good answer.
'Kay.
Your next question is Colby Mallory. In-ground pool filled with whatever you want. What and why?
Orbeez.
Ah, I see. Orbeez would be a great one. This one is weird. I don't know why. Soap. I know it's weird, but like, I don't know. Like,
Why? Out of everything you could choose, soap.
because, I don't know, you would be able to float so much easier. I mean, maybe you'd sing. I guess you'd probably sing. Yeah, you'd sing.
I mean,
I don't
you
know.
could do like oobleck or like Jello or
Well, okay, something with that substance. Maybe Jello. I don't know why, but like soap.
Soap.
Some sort of something with the consistency of soap, and maybe not soap specifically.
slime soap.
The comment says, I said pool, not bathtub.
Well,
Also, the question is now like bars of soap? Question mark.
no, not. That would be stupid if I said bars of soap.
Well, soap isn't the smartest answer either. There's soft like that soft soap over there.
Yeah, well, something with that consistency.
The next comment says,
I think it would be.
Peachy, salt is what makes you float, not soap.
Salt water.
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like it would be relaxing because I don't know. I think there's a science to it because you know how like weighted blankets make you feel like relaxed.
Pressure of that. would
Pressure.
make you
I feel
relax.
like that just sitting. Like I'm not talking like to actually like swim because you couldn't swim in Orbeez either. But like if you were
could.
like sitting, you could not swim in Orbeez.
Absolutely,
You could not swim in Orbeez.
Absolutely, you could.
No way.
Yes, you could.
Absolutely no way.
Yes, you could.
You're not gonna float in Orbeez either. No, I would. That's if you're sitting in a
It's
pool.
it's just like Orbeez are 100% water.
We're gonna test this once we have a budget. We're gonna test the theory as whether or not you could float in Orbeez, and you can absolutely not float in Orbeez. I'm calling that now.
You can swim in it. You might not be able to float. You can't necessarily. You can float in water technically, but you could float in Orbeez. But you also
I mean,
more so you
in
can,
the same vein
most
that you
certainly though can swim
like
in Orbeez.
swim in a ball pit, maybe, but you're not really swimming. You're just kind of.
The comment says, yes, actually, it's been proven. Mark Rober
Rober.
made a video.
I know.
You can
That's what I'm
swim in
saying. That's what I'm
organs.
saying. I've watched the video. Thank you, Colby.
Interesting. Well, now I have to watch that video.
You have a new one on YouTube.
Ah.
James Miller wants to know if you were stranded on an island and could only have one non-food item, what would it be?
A boat.
Plane.
Big cruise liner. Take me home.
A practical survival item.
I would say a knife. I would say a hatchet or something.
A boat is an absolutely practical
I didn't say
survival
it's not
item.
practical item.
I'm just saying if it was something small like on a TV show, if they're asking you what would you take one item, I would say is a hatchet or a knife with a flint if that's two items.
I would say like an axe or something, because an axe is sharp enough to like you can cut things with an axe, but it's also you can use it as like a blunt instrument too if you need to.
a phone would be another good.
Yeah, if we're going that route. No signal on an island though. Just a boat.
What is the name of the cruise liner?
The name of the cruise liner.
Carnival.
Disney Cruise Lines.
Disney cruises are nice. It's been a long time since I've been on one.
It's the only name of a cruise liner I knew for sure.
Norwegian. Carnival.
But thanks for commenting on YouTube, James. The video that will be on YouTube will not be the quality that it's currently on YouTube streaming.
Caribbean.
Yep. Is that all of the comments we have on Facebook? Okay. Jonathan, you had a short story. We'll see if any other ones come in. So we'll see if any other ones come in. If they don't, then we'll wrap up here. But go ahead and tell your story.
The light bulb story.
Yes.
So I
yes.
watched a documentary the other day about the light bulb, and in this one firehouse, I'm a firefighter. There's a light bulb that has been lit for like hundreds of years. It's on low voltage. It's never gone out ever, except for one time when they had to change a power breaker. Anyways, it sits in the firehouse. It continues to go. The backstory of the light bulbs were back in the early 1900s, like 1930s or 40s. They created like a compact of all the major light bulb companies. And in order to sell more light bulbs, they decided that there would be a cap on how many hours the light bulbs could be lit. So like 1,000
Okay.
hour. And then and you had to buy a new light bulb, right?
That specific noise.
Yes. And so they tested them, and if you were over the amount of hours that they had all agreed upon, then you'd be fined. The company would be fined for that. Although they're in development, their light bulbs could go for hours and hours and hours and hours, thousands of hours past that. They purposely made them worse so they could sell more of their product to make more money. Didn't last but like 20 years, but it was one way that companies gouged
Believe
the
that.
consumer to make more money. There's more to that, but that's the short version.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was told on YouTube that the boat is cheating because I'm stranded. So, yeah, I get why that would be. But yeah, I'd go with an axe.
I'd still say knife. Knife and flint if you can put them together. If not, then just a knife.
Okay. A knife with an axe on the other end. Because it could be anything.
You have a last question and last comment. The comment is from Diana Jayton. It says, good job, guys. And then Rachel Beachy said, what was your favorite question of the night?
Oh.
Oh, and there's one more question.
Okay. All
Okay,
right, go and
ask
ask the
the
question
question.
because maybe that's the one.
Last question for me. This is from Nicole Davies. Can you watch I, Tanya, and do a recap episode, please?
You really want us to?
We need episode ideas for the month of February. So,
Yes.
yeah, we can do that. Sure. Why not? That's a good. Write it down. Favorite question of the night. I don't know. I always love the hypotheticals. I like the ones where I'm trying to, like, what am I going to bring to a deserted island? I don't know. The cow one was funny.
Calvin was funny.
Cow one was hilarious.
Comedic value there was high.
There was one like very towards the beginning that was fun. That was like the uninvent something.
Yeah, that was a hard
That one was surprising. The unalived one, like who would I want to solve my murder? That one was probably, I'd say that one's tied with Kyler's question about what beauty routine is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flattery
does
I was
get
gonna
you
say
places.
if I was unalive, then who would solve my
Yep.
murder was my good question.
Yep. Is that all? Looks like that is all. So we were on here for about 40 minutes-ish, something like that. About the time of a regular episode.
True. It's good.
A regular longer episode. So don't forget to subscribe and like and all that sort of stuff on YouTube, not on Facebook, but follow us on Facebook. You probably already are if you're watching on Facebook. And we are going to take a hiatus for the month of January, New Year. So stay tuned in February. Oh, we have something.
Question, comment, question.
We have another question. What was the one question that you wish they would have asked?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Question we wish the audience would have asked.
Where can we sponsor you?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Great question.
And the way you can sponsor us is contact us and say, I want to give you money. And we will say, cool.
I wish they would ask some basic questions like favorite. I'm not necessarily saying favorite color, favorite holiday.